Hello guys, welcome to this new video. This is a wash and dryer backhoe. In this video we are going to show you how to replace gasket on a washer dryer. In this video we're going to show you step by step how to replace a damaged gasket on a washer dryer. First thing first, you have to unplug the washing machine. You have to unscrew the top two screws to remove the top panel. Once you're going to remove the top panel, then next we're going to show you what exactly needs to be done. As you can see, you have to remove the top board. You have to remove the soap dispenser. It's got 2 screws or 3 screws at the front. Once them screws are removed, you will see a wire is connected with the front panel. You have to pull that out. That thing is out now. What next you have to do is you have to tilt it backward. So lie the washing machine down on the ground, or you have something to take it on. Next you have to do is you got 2 screws on the front, then you got door lock screws, and then you have 2 screws in the bottom. In order to get access to the door lock, you have to remove the spring on the actual gasket. As you can see, the spring is out now. You have to push the gasket towards inside. As you can see, then you have to remove the top 2 screws. Once you have the top 2 screws removed, the whole thing will be out easily. Then next you have to do is you have to unscrew that clamp, and it's got a spring which is holding the gasket. As you can see, the spring is out now. The next thing you have to do is you have to unscrew that clamp, which we have already done, and then the gasket is out. You have to get the new gasket. We obviously have a used one. As you can see, by it's an original one. You have to put the spring back on. You have to put the clamp back on. You have to put the gasket slowly all towards the round. Make sure before you put the spring on, you have to make sure that you are putting the gasket on properly. Otherwise it's going to start leaking water once you're going to start using it. Once you are 100% sure that the gasket is sitting properly, you have to put the spring on. Make sure, do not forget the spring, because if you're going to put the clamp up first, then you have to unclamp it, because you won't be able to put the spring on. As you can see, I'm trying to put the spring on. It's really hard. If you're not that strong, you will have to need someone's help. But if you are strong, then you don't need anyone's help. You can do that yourself. But better, you have to ask someone to put the spring on with you. So you need to put the clamp back on, as you can see in the video. Put the top bit of the gasket on the actual thing where the heat comes down for the drying function. Once that thing is on, you have to tighten up the screw. Once the screw is tightened up, then you have to start putting the rest of the things back on. What next you have to do is you have to put the front panel back on. Once you make sure that the clamp is sitting properly, the gasket is sitting properly, now you can see the front panel you have to put on properly. You have to screw them back on. Then you have to put the door lock screws back on. Once you have the door lock screws back on, you have to put the screws back on for the bottom one. Make sure keep the screws where they belong to, because they all look the same but they have different. So once you're going to put the screws back on for the bottom one, you then have to put the screws back up for the top one. Once you have the top screws back on, you then have to put the front display board up. Bear in mind that is just a normal display board, that is not a main PCB board. Some people think that is a PCB board, but new washing machines on Beko models, they don't have a PCB board at the front. Majority of the times they have the PCB board at the back. Put the display board up, then you have to screw them back in. If you have any questions regarding this, or if you don't understand anything, you can always ask us question in the comment section and we will be very happy to answer them. Once you have, then you have to put all these 3 screws back on. Once you do that, then you have to put the gasket on the front and you have to put the spring back up. As you can see, you have to use a flat screwdriver. The spring is back on. Then you have to put the top panel and the soap dispenser back on. Once you have done all these things, now you have a washing machine with a new gasket. You have already replaced the damaged gasket. Thank you very much for viewing this.